Hey everybody, gonna wait here a few minutes to see who's gonna join us tonight. Let me know when you pop on. Give me a comment below so I know you're there and I'm not talking to myself, because I'm quite capable of talking to myself. I'm just trying to look and see if there's anything embarrassing over my shoulder there. I think I'm good. A little bit of a mess beside my mixer. Oh well, I'm getting used to this going live someplace other than in front of my chalk studio, so we'll see. I'm just gonna go. Whoops. Just going in to see if I'm showing up at all. I was seeing comments perfectly before, but oh, there we go. Somebody's watching. Whoa. And you got here just in time to see my rice boil over. And we're just going to turn that down a little bit. Okay, so welcome to Maggie's Kitchen Chaos, which is pretty accurate description of my kitchen at the best of times, but tonight we're going to attempt to have a little bit of order here. So if you saw earlier, I was going to make pad thai, and then I remembered that I'd used all my peppers on Monday in my coconut beef curry that I made. So quick change of plans, and we're going to be making, butter chicken. Oh, of course it's on reverse because it's Facebook Live. But anyways, butter chicken, which is actually a really quick and easy one. So it's a good one for my first one. I've already got the basmati rice simmering, just because it's going to take a little longer. So, and I didn't want to have to stress about it while I was doing my first live. So I started it ahead of time. And I just did some prep. The Epicure seasonings, I'm just trying to see if I can find a jar. No, I can't. Okay, so we're doing butter chicken tonight. Now, some people think Epicure is just for people who don't know how to cook or don't like to cook, but not true at all. I'm a good cook. I just can't get behind doing it every night. And I realized I'm not eating all that great. Too many cereal, sandwich, toast, soup kind of meals. So I decided I would embark on my Epicure adventure. So here we go. So I am just going to turn this a little bit. And whoops, I had this perfectly set up, of course, so that I can see the pan. There we go. So now I'm a little crooked, but you can see my pan. So this is so easy. I'm just going to turn on my element here, and I'm just going to add a tablespoon of olive oil to my pan. The recipe, oops, that was a little bit more. The recipe called for butter, but see, this is just a little bit awkward. Let's see. All right, can we see, get me and the pan? Called for butter, but I've got somebody in the house that's lactose intolerant, so I decided not to use the butter. Okay, so I'm just using olive oil and heating it up here a little bit. And what I've done is I've gone ahead and prepped. I've got 2 pounds of chicken, boneless chicken. And you can use whatever. I happen to use breast, but you can use thighs. No problem, whatever your favorite is. I've got half a cup of crushed tomatoes. They're actually diced, but I don't know if there's any difference between crushed and diced. So I got diced tomatoes. I've got 1 onion chopped. I have a can of coconut milk. I'm just using the Grace, but whichever brand works for you. And I've got half a cup of Greek yogurt. And I think I'm good. And I've got my seasoning packet. So I think we're good to go. So I'm just letting my pan heat up a little bit here. And oopsie. Oh, it's just, I boiled over. Thought I was burning my rice, but it's water boiled over. Okay. So I'm going to let that heat up a little bit. And add in my onions. actually think I just need a teeny bit more oil in there. I didn't put... Sorry for the sounds. I have 3 dogs in the house, so if you hear whining and barking, that would be them. So we'll see. We'll see how much. So the butter chicken, the Epicure seasonings are designed to replace store-bought seasonings. These were started by our founder. She was cooking for her family and she didn't like all the additives in the blends that she was buying at the grocery store. So she started mixing her own, then friends started asking for them. So she started mixing them. So our spice mixes are really healthy. Like this is tomato powder, organic tomatoes, garlic, mustard, salt, chilies. I mean, there's nothing in there. It's low sodium. Some of them are actually no sodium, and that's something to really remember because we start with low to no sodium so that they're suitable for everyone, including people on a heart diet. Don't forget to add a little bit of salt when you're cooking, just to your own taste, because salt's a flavor enhancer, so you're might want to add a touch of it, but once again, we leave it up to you, okay? So butter chicken replaces, if you go into the grocery store, sorry, just getting a message here. Somebody asking me if I'm live. Yes, I am. In the group. So I'm live in Maggie's Kitchen Chaos. Okay, so these are replacing the jars that you can get at the grocery store. I know there's one by Thai Kitchen, and I can't remember the brand name of the other one, but you can get a jar of butter chicken. But if you look at the ingredients on that, I mean, it's great. It's super easy. You just throw it in and you're done. But if you look at the ingredients on the back of it, it's pretty horrendous, especially things like the sodium content, plus the preservatives, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So this gives you the same results. I'm just going to slide my rice off the burner here now and let it fluff. The same results without all the additives. Okay, so that's what's good about this. Okay, I'm just stirring the onions around here a little bit. I'm hoping you can see them. I can't see because my comments are popping right over top of them. Hopefully you can see the onions cooking. All right. So then I'm going to add in my chicken. Okay, so it's about 2 pounds of chicken chopped. And I'm just going to notch my heat down a little bit. And I hear my little girl whining like crazy. I think she can smell. This is my 15-year-old Shih Tzu that I adopted about 2 months ago, I think. And she has the most amazing nose. So right now she's smelling chicken. And she's letting me know. So we're just going to cook that chicken up. So if you've never used Epicure, one of the things that we pride ourselves on is good food fast. Good food real fast. So most of the recipes, honestly, you can get them on the table in 15-20 minutes. Like I did a shepherd's pie a while back. The potatoes obviously were already cooked, but it was so fast and easy. So these are perfect when you're you don't have time. Like I love to cook. I love to cook big meals and entertain people. So I like turkey dinner, Christmas, Thanksgiving, I'm your girl. But when it comes to just weeknight dinners, I'm not so good. I admit it. So whether it's because you come home from work and you're too tired to do it, or you just you just don't have the motivation. It's really good to be able to have these in the cupboard so that you can just throw something together really, really fast. So, it's not that it's going to replace every meal that you make because, it doesn't need to. I mean, it can if you want, but. Alright, so we're just browning this up just a little bit. I usually have this on my back element, which is the big one, but you wouldn't be able to see any of it at all if I had it back there, so. And there go my other dogs. Probably telling me that there's a dog walking by. Okay. So I'm not sure if anybody can... Okay, great. All right, so I will look on the other screen because I'm not seeing comments, so I'm going to check them on over here. Hi Cheryl, hi Betty, hi Sandra, hi Valerie. Thanks for joining me, guys. Oops. All right, let's not burn the chicken in front of everybody, shall we? So I got to tell you, I've been planning to go live for a couple of weeks now, and I got all hung up on how I was going to set up the camera. I mean, talk about getting in your own way. So finally today I happened to look at another consultant's videos and saw how easy she was doing it, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Oops. So if you're a member of the group here, if you want to get notifications of every time I go live, make sure you go in and set your notifications for all. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to turn this down a little bit. And then... Okay, so I'm going to add my seasonings. I'm going to take it off the heat for a second while I do that. Okay, I'm going to give that a stir. Together, and I'm going to add my coconut milk. Whoop! It had a bath in it. Okay, I'm going to stir that around. Oh my god, that smells so good. Oops, I turned down the volume on my other one. It smells so good, people. Okay. Okay, get this. Right, I got my directions right here. And my half cup of crushed tomatoes. There we go. Okay. All right, now I'm just gonna let this, I think I just need to let this simmer for a little while. Okay. All right, I'm gonna bring it up to boil. Just for a minute. Okay. So if you have any interest at all in trying some Epicure, now's the time to do it. I'm going to be hosting a lot of parties over the next little while, so if you want to be a host for a party, it's really easy. I give you everything you need to do. You invite your friends. You get a really cool gift for hosting a party, which I think is going to be, it's going to be some of our silicone cookware. So it's either a set of silicone muffin pans or our mini loaf pans. So anyone who hosts for me in February or March gets a set of those free from me. Plus, if you have a qualified party, which is $250 in sales with 4 purchasing customers, then you also get 50% off any one product that you would like, and you get if you hit over 250, you get a 10% in free products, so $25, etc., etc. But it's super easy. I come on and I will do a live cooking demo in the class, and all you need to do is invite some friends. So if you have any interest whatsoever in trying some Epicure, that would be the way to go, because that's special for February and March. You can just reach out to me in the comments, and I'll reach out to you. I'm just going over here to check and see. Whoops. Okay, so this is coming to a boil now. If you can see that. Go this way, you can see it. Okay. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So I'm just going to let it simmer for about 10 minutes. And I'm trying to remember when I moved the rice over. It should be soon. It should be ready soon. So So for the rice, I'm using basmati rice, and I'm using a method that my friend Cheryl taught me. So I soak the rice for 20 minutes, and then for each cup of rice, I put it in boiling water. So 1.5 cups of water to 1 cup of rice. Oops, now this is really going. Let's turn this down a bit. And then as soon as you put it in, turn it down to medium and let it simmer for 5 minutes. And then you take it off the heat and let it simmer for, sit for 5 minutes, and then fluff it. If you use 2 cups of rice, then you would let it simmer for 10 minutes and then take it off the heat. Anyways, I have never had any luck making rice, and since I learned that method, it's perfect every time. So I am convinced. All right, so I'm just letting this simmer for about 10 minutes. So what are specials right now? Our wok just came back into stock. Apparently this is a really sought after item. It's a really beautiful wok, glass lid, and it's going to disappear pretty quickly. So if anybody's interested in a new wok, you might want to jump on and grab it pretty quick. We had a St. Patty's Day special and it sold out already. Supply chain issues, but just keep an eye on the group or on the page, because I will let you know of any specials that are coming. Oops. Okay, so what are we doing here? Letting that simmer a bit longer. I got the chicken in. Okay, just gonna give it a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna add in the Greek yogurt. So I'm gonna be holding a cooking class in here starting on Monday. It will be going from Monday through to Sunday. The demo will be on Thursday or Friday, I'm not sure, 7 o'clock. Regardless of whether or not there's cooking classes, there's going to be a live demo in here every week, and it'll be, I'm going to move them around a little bit because I've got people all over the place, so what's good time for one person is not great for another. Such as my friend Kelly, who's in Ireland, sound asleep now, but she's going to watch it on replay. Hi, Kelly. So there'll always be a demo in here every week. But you can always go, there's a link above to my website. So whether you're in Canada or the US, you can go to the website. If you're in the USA, just click on the US flag and it'll take you to my US site. And you can place an order there anytime, and it's shipped to you directly. If you're local to me and you would rather place an order through me, I do place orders where I combine 3 or 4 people, and then you can split shipping, which is nice if you're local. So just reach out to me if you want to do that. Hi, Denise. No worries. I am making butter chicken tonight. I was going to be pad thai, but I didn't realize I didn't have peppers, so it turned into butter chicken, which smells amazing. Okay. So I'm just going to take this off the heat now, let it sit for a minute before I stir the yogurt into it. One thing you want to be aware when you're stirring yogurt into something, cold yogurt, hot liquid, sometimes it'll curdle on you, so I probably should have had this out a little bit earlier. But so take your yogurt, oops, I'll turn this off. Take your yogurt out of the fridge a little bit early and let it cool off a bit. Okay, there we go. And that will help prevent the curdling. So I'm just going to let this cool for a second too. While I'm doing that, I'm going to fluff the rice. Let's bring the rice over here. And I don't know if you can see it. There we go. Perfect. Perfect every time. And I still can't believe that. Because my problem with making rice is when they tell you to, like, you put it on and you like let it cook and you're not supposed to lift the lid. And I'm always afraid it's going to burn. So I lift the lid. So with this way, I know it's perfect every time, so I'm not tempted to lift the lid. So it's awesome. All right. So now I'm going to start stirring in the yogurt. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Snowblower. I'm just going to close the window. Neighbor just came home and decided to do the snowblower. So I'm just stirring it in, and another way to prevent it from curdling is just stir a bit in. I'm not sure if you can see. Stir it in a bit at a time. The same way you do when you're baking, when you're mixing hot into cold. Oops. It just gives it a little time to mix. Okay. This is our prep bowls, which are really cool. They're 3/4 cup, and they come with little silicone lids, which are awesome. All right. And that is done. So we're talking like 20, oops, a little bit more in there. 20 minutes. I did, obviously, I told you I did prep the onions. I chopped the onions and the chicken ahead of time and soaked the rice. So, I mean, yeah, probably took me half an hour because I didn't start prepping till like 10 to. I was a little late. So seriously though, you can have this on the table in half an hour without any issues at all. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab a plate. I'm gonna put it in a bowl. Grab some rice. I think my oldest girl is asking for outside time. All right. And, oh, I used the wrong one. Okay, I'm gonna use some of this. Oh, I kind of flunked. Oops. There we go. And I'm not sure if you can see this. Here we go. There we go. Butter chicken. It smells amazing. And that was maximum half an hour from beginning to end. So everything I've tried so far I've absolutely loved. And it's so quick and easy that anybody can do it. And actually someday maybe we'll do one with kids. Even kids can help you make stuff. So anyways, thank you for joining my first Epicure live cooking class. As I said, there will be a live one in here every Thursday or Friday. I'll always announce the beginning of the week. I will settle on the day. I think it's probably going to be Fridays, but the time will move around. And I will also throw in a couple of weekend ones occasionally because people that work during the week, can't always watch. So that's it. If you have any questions at all about Epicure, drop me a comment below or reach out to me by messenger, and I'll be more than happy to chat with you about it. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care. Bye.